Hello everyone, and I'm just going to do another talk through over the Speke test route. I've had a few people asking me on my YouTube channel. This one's got a couple of naughty, well when I say naughty, just challenging junctions. So if you just watch the way I do it, it's the way you want to do it. Okay, so I'm in the test centre. The tests have gone out, so I haven't interrupted any test. So there's no cars beside me, it's empty here. And so anyway, I'm going to set off now. So this will come in handy if you get this route. So the usual mirror check, middle one, right one, indicate right. Use them in twos. And you got to give way. Remember when you get to the junction like this, think of a tennis match. Look to the right, look ahead, look left, and back again. So we're going to end it up, we're going to go right, mirror, mirror, right, mirror, indicate right. All clear. You just love it when the roads are like this, quiet. So you see the speed, there's a 30 on this one, it's going to change to 40. You can't miss these. If you miss these, then you don't want to, you miss signs like this, you don't want to be taking your driving test. It's pretty obviously, what I mean by that is that you're probably looking at the floor, or the vehicle just in front of you, probably the number plate. So the new road we're going to go into is a 40, and this one takes you right up to where you do a right in Liverpool Cricket Club. The one I did last week was, I didn't do this right turn, so I'm going to do it this week, but it's a test route. So remember it's a 40 round here, so a couple of years ago I had a pupil fail in here because it was 40 and they just took 25 all the way up this road. So when you've got space and it's safe to do so, speed up. I wouldn't be worried when you get crossings like this. Always check your mirrors before you approach the lights. I know there's nobody there, but there's a little alleyway there that you don't see anyone. You think, why did that come up? You probably just walk through the alleyway and you can't see them. I'm just checking my mirrors because I'm slowing down. And see that Fiat, blue Fiat there? You don't want to be driving like that close to the blue car in front. That suddenly stops. It could be a problem there. As you can see now, the traffic's got busy, so it can't get to 40, so this wouldn't be a problem. Check. Slow down, this light might change it. There we go. That's it, wait for the green light to go on. And away we go. So you can see the speed limit change. check on that brake. As I said before, every time I'm always checking my mirrors every 5 seconds. That's where you want. That's where you need to be. You need to be updated in case someone pulls out in front of you or the light changes like that. When you're approaching the lights, whether it's a pelican crossing or it's a major junction, just check your mirrors. If you do have to slam on the brakes, at least you checked your mirrors, haven't you? So you know what's behind you. I mean, would you slam on your brakes if a 30-ton wagon was on your tail? I don't think you would. It'd be a good idea. So I've just gone over there, so I've just corrected. So I keep doing this to let you know that if you go over, don't panic. Keep getting people saying to me, what if I do 21 or 31? Just fix it. Ideally, don't do it. You just do what I've just done there. Mirrors again. There we go. Flashing number, if there's no one on it, remember you can go. If there's somebody on it, you can't go. I need to move over to the right here. Just check both mirrors, middle mirror, right mirror, and the black car behind us. Slow down, let me on. Thank you, sir. Right at the lights, middle mirror, right mirror, indicate right. You've got to be careful when you get to like these traffic lights, because if you look over to the side of the road there, it looks quite busy, but it's a big central piece in the middle, so I might just wait behind the line. I'm just looking over there. I'll just see how far he goes before I make a decision. You've got to be careful, because if you follow it over and you get stuck out there, you might have a problem. Depends how far he goes over into the middle. If he goes right over, then I'll follow him over. But always remember, this is the decision. I'm an experienced driver here, and the other side, you would probably be able to wait behind that white line. Because if you're stalled in the middle of here when this light changes, you definitely have a problem. Now I just about got across there. Well, there was another car behind me, got across as well, but I just about got across there. So that's the decision that you have to make when you're on your driving test. So you'd have to be really confident. Obviously, I've been doing this for years. Okay, so we're going to be taking the next road on the left. Middle mirror, left mirror, indicate left. So the speed limit changed to 20. And I want to show you this blind spot, this corner up here. Strongly recommend what you do, the tip here, that when you're coming up to something like this where you can't see from the left, open your window, open both windows. I've opened the left one and the right one. Unfortunately, this has got lecky windows, so I don't know what you'd have to do. You'd probably ask the examiner, could you open the window for them, because you can't see it, but I cannot see to the left. I can see to the right because there's a Mini coming and it's going into the road I'm coming out of. And that's why you need the window open, so you can hear the traffic coming from the left. Yeah. And they generally do, if they can find you a parallel park down there, they generally do one. See if there's any available. Doesn't look like. Oh yes, there is. There's one here. Alright, so we can pull it over something like this, about 2 car lengths. Maybe a little bit more, give it a bit more space. and then they'll just say, see the black car in front, I want you to pull up alongside it, and then reverse in behind it. You've got 2 car lengths to reverse into. So do all your checks. I've looked all around, there's no one here. Move out. I know there's a couple there behind that car, but I can't see them, so oh, there he is. I'll put the indicator on quickly. All out. There's a car coming this way, so what I've got to do now is mirror indicate down for the left. Stop my car here and select reverse. And this car goes. I've got a car coming up behind me. He'll probably go round. Yeah, he is. He's not going to let me do it. Is he going to let me do it? No, he's not. When you can go. I've got my foot on the brake, so he knows I'm not going anywhere. You can get past. I've left him space. So look all around. Looked all around. I'm going to go back. And when the wing mirror reaches this back headlight, brake light, I put a 3/4 turn left on. Look around. Go back. The car's slowing down for us behind. I'm just using my left mirror, but I'm looking around at the same time. When I get in out the way, I'll just slow down, make sure, yeah, he's going past me. Let him go past. And all I'm using is my left mirror, but I'm looking around. Do not stare in any position, anything at all. Just keep moving your head around. Just do it dead slow. And remember, you're allowed 2 car lengths. I've just come in. And I'll go back and just give it an idea what 2 car lengths is. I've checked behind me. There's a car coming. I'll just wait for this car to come. Remember, you've got to constantly keep looking around. But if you want to get near to the curb, use your left to mirror. That's what I always use. Well, I'll just go back. I just want to show you how far you can go back. Some people think you have to park right next to it, which is ridiculous. You don't have to. And you just come back a little bit. Just checked. So there's the distance. Look at that. You got loads of space. I get people saying to me, "Well, what's this video on YouTube?" I said, "Did you? Yeah. What happened?" He said, "I did a full lock to the left." And then you do that in the car, stuck out. You just block the whole road off. And then I did a full lock to the right. And if you get too close to that car when examining it, he'll just stop you. Especially if there was 2 fellas, you probably couldn't see them chatting on the other side, thinking one of them belonged to that car belonged to one of them. So anyway, I won't talk too much because I had someone moaning around me last week. You're the only one that's moaned. So if you're watching, stop moaning. People are asking me to do talk-throughs. Okay, I'm going to move off, indicate, because there's a car coming up further in the distance. I checked over my blind spot. And away we go. Mirror, left mirror, indicate left. Gotta watch out for the pedestrians now because they'll just walk out in front here. Be sure. I'll just wait, don't take a chance on this one. No, I didn't tell her to go. I just looked at her. What you don't want to do is you don't want to tell the pedestrian to go, like beckon, like no, wave at them and say go this way, because I guess what happens is they get run over. Yeah, there'll be an inquiry and the judge is going to ask you, what did you tell him to go for? What's he doing here now? I must have indicate. Oh yeah, what are you doing? Oh dear. I won't indicate anyone, he stood sitting there. He's letting me go. Thank you very much. I'm going to pull over here on the left. That's what they do, get you to pull over on the left. Just see if you're checking your mirrors, indicating if I did do. It's all part of the process, and as soon as you stop, they're going to say, when you're ready, drive on please. Looked all around, mirror down, looked in the other shoulder, put the indicator on. It's just for that car that's coming down, let them know you just let them know what you do. And really shouldn't be telling you that the speed limit's here, because you can't miss them. I've just gone over again. So as soon as I go over, I can fix it. Because I'm constantly moving my eyes everywhere, looking at the car up ahead, looking at my speed, looking at my mirrors, looking at the sides. When you start staring at something, you all head towards it. And I'll just slow down there because the space, remember, less space equals less pace. Just slow down, don't scare the examiner, give them a nice drive. So we're going to do a right here, please. Mirror right, mirror there. I did this one there. This was on one of my videos last week or the week before, I think. It can be awkward if you're not sure. If you haven't been around there before, you probably think, where have we ever got to go here? You want to make sure you're on this side. And park. You can't see because of the camera straight, but there's two trees here. I can see through the two trees. There's a big enough gap, so I've got observation. But the cars are coming down too fast, so I'm going to wait. And I'm watching the car behind me. Because what's what you got to be careful about here? People don't care. They'll just drive into that right-hand side. If you don't give you stuck there for a while. Well, fair enough. You waited. Watch out for them on the right, and you're stuck in the middle. Don't just keep looking to the left there. Make sure you check to the right because they'll come up on your right side. That space that was on the right, they'll go in it, and you don't see them because you're looking to the left. Remember, tennis match, to the right, to the left, keep doing it. And it's there, it's only just to let you know. The traffic lights are going to go left, middle mirror, left mirror, indicate left. Always remember, use them in twos. If you're going left, it's always the middle one first. And the reason being because it's made of flat glass, gives you the true reflection of speed and distance, so you can judge. If you look on the side mirrors, they look like they're further away. It's only because it's made of convex glass, which allows you to see a larger space, but on a smaller surface, which is a small wing mirror. So where we go, the screws could be coming out here, so we're going to stick to 20 here. And it's generally, it looks like they might have already left. Normally here you can't move down here for cars. So I'm going to stick to 20. And I don't care what that moaning sod behind me is pulling faces. Remember this bit here, less space equals less pace. Just go through it slower. There's someone. Wouldn't go for the drink meeting anyway. So this is where I'm going to show you. This is I say on this test, middle, left, mirror, indicate left. This is the real challenge on this route. This is Greenhill Road, and if you've been doing your driving lessons around there, you know what's coming up at the end of this road. But before you get to the end of the road, you're probably guaranteed to be pulled over on the left, and it's generally a little bit further down. Do I have to remind you that there's a 20 in this road? And there you go, there's your sign. It's generally probably down there by the white van where they probably say pull over on the left, which I will do. Pull over on the left where it's safe and convenient place. I've done my mirror checks with the mirror, left mirror, and I'm going to pull in just by the curb. Whatever you do, don't hit the curb. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes you might think, oh, I failed it, but if you've kissed it, which means you just swipe it, the chances are you should be alright. But ideally, don't do that. Okay, so I'm looking all around. before I move off. I've got it in gear ready to go. And there's no one around, so there's no need for the signal here. Check my last blind spot, which is over your right shoulder, remember that one? Unless you're doing that reverse, back for 2 car lengths, which means you pull over on the right. Now this main reason I'm doing this video here, because this junction here, I've had a few fail here. Even though I've rehearsed it with them and rehearsed it with them and rehearsed and rehearsed, and I'm talking like 20 times, they've still managed not to go the correct way, because when your anxiety kicks in on the test, it seems to take over. You're not the person that you normally are. It's just your anxiety because of the nerves on the test. It's stressing you out. So here, you got to do it right. So you can see it's quite busy here. So I don't think they would be coming here at this time. You never know, they might do. But I'm going to go right. And think about this, you normally follow the line there. Look at those here. Let's see. Now look, watch where I go here. Right into this bit here, to the right. Now I'm in the middle. I've got to watch out for this traffic on my left now. This is the position you want to take up. There we go. I hope you got that. And they come down the other way, so it's the same, but it's the opposite way. This is now at 40. You're now on Mather Avenue. You need to speed up. So I hope the way I did it there, and that was absolutely rammed. And I always say, are you lucky? And if you're lucky, that'll be empty. That's what you want. I listen to people say, oh yeah, you want to test route. That's them to go and do it. I've got a big Mercedes on my right here, so left mirrors indicate right. I'm just moving over here and I'm staying here. I'm not coming in and out for all these. It's safer to do it this way, if it's straight. And the last parked car, you get past the last parked car, you mirror check, left mirror, and then middle one first, then left, and little indicator. I'll put it fully on in case there's a car coming out of the junction. Here, middle mirror, left mirror, indicate left. So it goes from a 40 here. That's what I'm saying about looking down at the floor. If you look at the floor here, you need to look up, you'll see the 20 signs. That's what I mentioned earlier on. If you keep looking at the floor, you'll miss your traffic signs. And you definitely want to know your speed limit signs. So they put you over here, somewhere around about here, and you get a hill start. So I don't need to tell you how to do a hill start, do I? You should know by now. If you're going for your test, you should be able to have clutch control. And automatic is just easy. Just take your foot off the brake and press the gas. Well, they'll pull you over, and then if you're definitely in a manual, it will roll back if you don't get the gas and the clutch at the bite. Anyway, so I want to move off here. Nobody coming, but I am looking over my right shoulder. Always make sure you do that. At the top of this road. Now, if this van was here on your chest, you'd probably be made up because it's forcing you to go in the right-hand lane. Remember, this goes into a one-way street here. So it's middle mirror, right mirror, and we're going to go right. Whatever you do, don't go over to the left unless they tell you to turn left. Tell you to turn right here, get in this lane. You get a bit of a blind spot here on your left with this wall. You can't see it with that camera, but there is. And let's just have a look and move out. Yeah, we're all right, we can go. And it's still 20. And you may even get an emergency stop down here, which is not too bad because, you know, it's only 20 miles an hour, isn't it? If you think about it. We're going fast, faster than 20. Yeah, but you'd have to pull you over first. Remember, you've got to respond to these speed limit signs. I've just gone over the touch, so I've just fixed it straight away. If you fixed it that quick, you wouldn't have seen it. So I'm constantly looking around. Don't look at it, just constantly glancing around. Look might means you might start steering. Okay, so we're going to do a right here. You've got to go into the middle. Middle mirror, right mirror, indicate right. And looks busy here. Remember, when you get into the right here, don't fall for the trick where you go over to the right. You've got to get back to the left curb. And always, I did one the other week with this junction as well, where you sit back and you get to the other end where it says Walton Road there. Quite busy here today. Here we go. I'm going over to this side and I'm turning right. You see the way he's coming around that way? Reapply my indicator. I'm going to sit back here because there's a bit of traffic coming down here. One might turn. See, some of them cut the corner. If you cut the corner, then you're all right. Then you're giving them. You're thinking ahead, so it's forward planning, and they like all this stuff because they know they know that you know what you're doing. Here we go. Now it's gone to 40. Check my mirrors in case this changes. There we go. I'm gonna brake. And the good thing was there was no one behind me, so it was fair enough. See, the good thing about these videos, you can see all the signs. Look, there are no entry signs over there. The road markings, the cycle lane. Really speaking, they should have a red. That should be painted red. Doesn't look like it has. But you can clearly see the cycle. Painted in white. So when we get further down here, I keep mentioning this to people. When I do this with my pupils, I practice with them and rehearse it with them. And if there's cars coming alongside, they just will not move. They will just stay there. So all you need in it. I always think about, like, that could be my pupil on the driving test. And you can't see him from there, but he's on the other side of the road, causing chaos. Doing, like, like on one wheel. And you gotta fall over when you go under the car, dead. Well, probably seriously injured. Here we go. Got a cyclist here, so give the cyclist space. But what you want to do here, when you're coming down here, right, you want to move over to the right, mirror, right mirror, indicate right. Now see where that car comes out, sometimes they'll go in there, but at least you're in the correct lane. But the main thing here is that when you get further down, you're going to get parked cars. So now, if you stay in here, happy days, isn't it? Look? You don't have to do anything. I've had pupils coming up to the car and have to swing out at the last second, which is dangerous. And they more or less go all the way down to the bottom. Not all the way, but not far off from the bottom. So I'm going to check my mirrors. Come back over to the left, the indicator, just a tap on it, goes off 4 times. Now do it again, middle mirror, left mirror, indicate left. Checking it's coming, clear to go, safe to go, and speed limit just changed again to 30. If anyone's got a test to Speke, these videos are, well, I would have loved to have these videos when I was taking driving lessons, I tell you. You know, they do change them around, but roughly, you know, these are the exact, probably the exact. I mean, I've lost count how many people have sent me messages saying, Peter, I got that exact test, and they've been watching it the night before. You've got to watch it till the end, all the way through. Like someone sent me a message last night, what's the speed limit on this road? I can't go here yet. Yeah, I can't. See that yellow box there, I couldn't go then because my exit was blocked, so that car was parked here. So remember, you should know your highway code anyway. If you're going in for your driving test, I say this before about the traffic signs, if you don't know your traffic signs, like this, someone texted me yesterday, put a comment on the video up and what's the speed limit on this road? And I'm like, wow. So I just told him to go back a couple of minutes. At the beginning of the road, you'll see the sign, and it was the national speed limit. As I say, if you don't know, don't go. If you're going to go in there thinking you're going, oh yeah, I'll wing this, might be my lucky day. You've got to make sure you remember the 5 P's before you take this driving test. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I'm just going to follow this to the left here. Just give it a little touch on the indicator. Check my mirrors. And this is where you're going to get to school. I find sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. The flashing light. Yeah, it's not flashing. Yeah, check the mirror again. Is that the crossing? This one you want to be careful because they're going to say left at the lights. When you watch, there's a giveaway line. Don't do what he's just done. Wait till you get to the arrow, middle mirror, left mirror, indicate left. Don't turn too early. So there's no speed limit sign here, so they have to tell you that it's middle mirror, left mirror, indicate left. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can go. So there's a 40 on here. So you're just coming back to the test, so you just go out like in a circle, like a U-turn or a horseshoe shape. You always go out for a certain point, right, I'm going to get in the right lane here because I'm going back to the test centre. You do it right at the lights, so don't indicate too early because you might end up in the matchworks. Middle mirror, right mirror, indicate right. I don't think I'll make this light. I don't think so. I'm checking mirrors anyway, so slow down. Okay, so you're heading back into the testing, so now it's middle, left mirror, indicate left. Squeeze that brake, slow it down. Skyhawk Avenue, what a name. Middle mirror, left mirror, indicate left. And it looks like there's a test over there, so I'll finish it off here. Don't want to get in the way of that test. There's a test coming out, you'll see it in a moment.